Welcome back, everyone. If you've been following the latest updates online today, you know we have to dive right into the absolute sweetness that just dropped. Honestly, my mouth was literally watering the second this clip popped up on my feed. So, Meghan Sussex's brand, As Ever, just released a brand new video, and let me tell you, it is pure aesthetic perfection. She's showcasing a gorgeous blackberry loaf topped with a rich, velvety blackberry buttercream frosting, all made using her signature As Ever blackberry spread. The caption reads, "A sweet way to savor the season." And honestly, could there be a more fitting description? It just feels cozy, elegant, and completely effortless, which has really become the signature style of everything Meghan Sussex touches. You can already hop onto asever.com to check out the spread for yourself. But beyond the recipe, there is so much to talk about regarding what this release represents. It is always so incredible to watch Meghan Sussex quietly, consistently, and brilliantly build her lifestyle empire. While a certain corner of the internet seems to spend every waking second fuming, obsessing, and trying to tear down everything she does, Meghan Sussex just keeps working, creating, and succeeding. That is truly the best kind of response, isn't it? Success speaks for itself, and while the so-called derangers are out there wasting their energy getting worked up over a jar of jam or a baking video, she is out here turning her passions into a thriving, beautiful business. It really highlights the massive contrast between people who build and people who just complain. While critics are spiraling over every detail, Meghan Sussex is focused on her family, her brand, and her vision, effortlessly dropping content that resonates with millions of people who love seeing her thrive. Let's take a moment to really look at the presentation in this latest As Ever clip, because the attention to detail is just stunning. Everything about the branding feels warm, inviting, and luxurious, yet completely accessible. When you see that blackberry loaf with the deep purple buttercream, it doesn't just look like a dessert, it looks like an experience. It evokes that feeling of a cozy Sunday morning, baking in a sunlit kitchen, enjoying the simple, beautiful things in life. That is precisely what As Ever is all about, taking everyday moments and elevating them with care and quality. Meghan Sussex has such an innate talent for curation, whether it's food, entertaining, or lifestyle aesthetic, and seeing her bring that to life through As Ever has been an absolute joy to watch unfold. What I find so fascinating about the reaction to Meghan Sussex's success is how predictable her critics have become. Every time she launches something new, or posts a new video, or expands her brand, there is this immediate wave of noise from people who simply cannot handle seeing her happy and prosperous. But what makes it so satisfying for her supporters is that Meghan Sussex never takes the bait. She doesn't engage with the negativity, she doesn't lower herself to their level, and she certainly doesn't let it stop her hustle. Instead, she puts out a gorgeous video of a blackberry loaf, tells everyone where they can shop her blackberry spread, and lets the product speak for itself. That level of poise, grace, and unshakable focus is honestly so inspiring. When you look at the trajectory of As Ever, it becomes so clear that this is only the beginning of a massive lifestyle brand. Meghan Sussex isn't just selling products, she's sharing a vision of elevated living that feels genuine to who she is. Her love for cooking, entertaining, and creating a warm home environment has been well documented for years, long before she ever stepped into the global spotlight. Seeing her return to those roots on her own terms with her own company is a masterclass in staying true to oneself. So while the naysayers continue to fume over every single update, the rest of us will be over here appreciating the creativity, supporting the business, and maybe even baking a blackberry loaf of our own this weekend. Keep winning, Meghan Sussex, because the results speak louder than any of the noise ever could. When you really pause and look at what Meghan Sussex is building with As Ever, it becomes so obvious why this project feels so natural for her. Long before any of the royal chapters, before global headlines, and before world stages, she was creating content on her own terms with her lifestyle platform, The Tig. She has always had this genuine passion for food, entertaining, mindful living, and bringing people together around a beautifully set table. What we are seeing right now with As Ever isn't some manufactured corporate pivot. It is a seamless, authentic continuation of the things she has always loved doing. She understands the art of making everyday moments feel special, and that authenticity is precisely why her audience connects with her so deeply. You can't fake that kind of enthusiasm for quality ingredients or cozy aesthetic presentation. It shines through in every single frame of her videos, from the warm lighting to the effortless way she presents a simple loaf of blackberry bread. It is also worth reflecting on the sheer resilience it takes to launch a brand in full view of the world while navigating an unprecedented amount of media scrutiny. Most people would shrink back under that kind of intense pressure, but Meghan Sussex continuously chooses growth, creativity, and self-expression. She turns all that background noise into irrelevance simply by staying focused on her work. Every product drop, every new video snippet, and every recipe showcase acts as a gentle reminder that she is firmly in control of her own narrative and her own career. While commentators spend hours analyzing her every move and trying to find fault in a baking clip, she is out here building real value, connecting with consumers, and scaling a brand that reflects her personal values and taste. There is something deeply satisfying about watching a woman thrive completely on her own terms, despite every attempt to diminish her accomplishments. The contrast between her quiet, productive momentum and the frantic commentary surrounding her is honestly remarkable. While critics get caught up in endless debates, Meghan Sussex remains completely unbothered, focused on her vision, her family, and her creative projects. As Ever represents far more than just delicious spreads and home goods. It stands as a testament to moving forward with poise, owning one's passion, and building a legacy built on joy, elegance, and hard work. Her supporters love seeing it, the market responds to it, and no amount of online outrage can diminish the real impact of what she is accomplishing every single day. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe, like, and share.